You have got to be kidding me. So earlier today, well actually earlier this evening, when I was uploading and publishing all the commentaries, when I went back on my video page to get to the next commentary for Monster Mode, I noticed something really weird on the side of the video. It didn't show the monetization logo like it normally does. Now I thought maybe it's some glitch, because I've seen this happen before like a few months ago, where it lasted for an hour or so. So I decided to go on my channel settings and check something out, because this was the case last time, only it said the exact opposite, but I discovered the unfortunate truth. I've been completely demonetized, both for videos and super chats. So Adpocalypse has officially affected me, and this is the same fucking shit that they did to Matthew for the last like year or so, and they keep fucking him over every single goddamn month. Here is what it said when I went on my monetization page. Your channel does not comply with YouTube partner program terms. You can apply to join for YouTube partner programs in 30 days on June 26th. Here is why your channel wasn't approved for monetization, or demonetized, as I was monetized for almost 6 years. Reused content. Repurposing someone else's content without adding significant original commentary or educational value. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? And since they didn't specify what video in particular or anything, by this logic, the only way you can interpret it as this applies to any sort of video that I do. Fuck all the commentaries I do for you guys. That applies to them too, because I am reusing your guys' videos, although I'm adding commentary on them too, so that would refute them if that's the case. And then the only thing I could think of is all my older Monster Jam World Finals Race and Freestyles videos, which guess what? They were copyright claimed, I challenged them, and not only did I win, I was allowed monetization on them. So I won in that regard. You can't challenge that anymore. And that's been the case for years. So I decided to go through the content quality guidelines to read up how silly and ridiculous they are. And guess what? When you read a lot of them, you're going to realize they can easily apply to anyone. So we first start off with, make sure your content adds value and is unique and relevant. We included some examples that content doesn't meet these standards, which means it can't be monetized. This is not exhaustive. Reused content. This is content that doesn't provide significant original commentary or educational value. It may also mean that we've identified that large portions of your channel either completely match other content or are noticeably similar. Examples include third-party videos stitched together with minimum to no changes. That could apply to anyone who does some sort of like commentary response like I do for PragerU, for example. Or any other highlights videos for anything, including Monster, which by the way, like I said, I won monetization on that. They admitted I was in the right for doing that. So, this is bullshit. Next one, third-party content compiled without a narrative. Again, same thing as the first one. And then content uploaded somewhere else first. Okay, this would apply to my commentaries I do for all the Monster Truck games, because the vast majority of them are YouTube videos that people send to me to comment on. And that also applies to any sort of commentary. Like I mentioned earlier, like my responses to PragerU. They upload their videos somewhere else first, and I downloaded them and responded to their videos. That same logic applies to this stupid crap too. So that means commentaries and response videos doesn't provide significant original commentary or educational value when that is horseshit. And of course, if it's a large portion of your channel's either, which is bullshit as well. And what the fuck do you mean by make sure your content adds value and is unique and relevant? What the fuck is your definition of adds value is unique and relevant? That could apply to anyone, to anything they think of. Like my commentary series, for example. You don't think that they add value? They are unique and they are relevant to the people I comment on? Because I guarantee you they would strongly disagree with you, and they do add value. They are unique and they are relevant to their eyes and my eyes too. And all the other things I and other YouTubers do. So this whole entire thing right here is complete and utter bullshit. And then we get to the more like Orwellian part, which is like the most ridiculous shit right here. Repetitious content. This is content that appears mass-produced in order to increase views without adding significant educational or other value. Examples include synthetic voice reads, third-party content, or nonsensical content. Okay, now this specifically doesn't apply to me, but there are other people that this applies to. And who cares how the content is read? It's still read, and it's a commentary, so therefore it shouldn't matter in your goddamn eyes. And maybe, just maybe, the people that a lot of times do synthetic voices maybe have no other way to do commentary in terms of audio and can only do visual like text. I know, a rational thought to disagree with this. And then next, content on a channel with minimum changes from video to video. Okay, what's your definition of minimum changes? Because I guarantee you, a lot of people probably would think, like my commentary videos, even though they're different each every time, people are going to probably think they're the same yada 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 thing all the time, which by the way, the Feldbots always tell me that they are the same with my commentaries and that they're boring and dull. But to I and others, we would strongly disagree with that. So what's the definition then? And this would apply to any other YouTuber that does like the same thing. Fuck Kyle over at Secular Talk, who does progressive news coverage. He would probably be considered minimum changes from video to video by people that disagree with him. This is completely subjective. There is nothing objective about this. People have different opinions on what is minimum changes for a channel. Next, repetitive or mindless content with no additional educational value, commentary, or narrative. Again, same thing as the last thing I said and all the other things beforehand. So, another bullshit thing that needs to go. Next, content that has been mass-produced or generated programmatically, or whatever the fuck it's pronounced. Okay, now again, this would apply to me because when I do commentaries, I usually do them like in bulk and upload them as soon as I get them. Like, oh my god, like remember like a few years ago where I would upload like usually like 10 or more videos a day? Okay, that would be viewed as mass-produced to a lot of people, when in reality, I was just uploading videos that people sent to me to commentate on. And then like Kyle, for example, like he'll usually upload like 6 to 7 videos a day. There is nothing subjective about it being mass-produced. Because, you know, it can't ever be that people just want to upload that many videos a day or whatever. No, it's got to be mass-produced or generically programmed, which I'm not exactly sure what that's even supposed to mean. And then image slideshows or scrolling text with minimum or no additional narrative, commentary, or educational value. Once again, this applies to a shit ton of videos on YouTube, including some of my videos like Rip and Feldbots, a new one. Because I usually do like slideshows and just pictures in them. There is nothing objective about this list. And then the top part of it, this is content that applies to mass-produced videos in order to increase views. Dude, that's what producing videos are for, to increase views, to get your channel out there. Don't you see how ridiculous this list is? It's stupid and it's bullshit. And then at the bottom, you may be able to monetize third-party content if you have commercial use rights for that content and you've contributed to the value of that content in some way. This can include, but not limited to, high-quality editing, adding commentary, or narrative. Okay, all those things most people do for like highlight videos and stuff like that, and you still demonetize them. So you're full of shit. And like it's always been pointed out to you, you always side with corporations even when you've been proven wrong. Some corporation or copyright troll can copyright claim videos, and the producer of those videos can prove to YouTube that they are 100% in the right, and the people that did the claims are 100% in the wrong for doing the claims. But does YouTube care? Nope. They will always side with the corporations or the copyright trolls instead, even when they were proven that the claim is illegitimate. And by the way, when they do these false copyright claims, it's actually illegal. So the fact that YouTube is shielding illegal actions by corporations says a lot about how they're not following their own rules and the laws too. And then finally, I wanted to read this too, even though none of this applies to me, but I'm quite curious about a lot of things. First off is ad violations. Examples of ad violations include clicking on your own ads for any reason. Now, I wonder if they mean by your own ads that you promote out, or do they mean ads that are on your video? Because either way, what if, and this has happened to me too numerous times, what if you're trying to skip the ad and you point the mouse over the skip ad button, and let's just say you accidentally don't aim it correctly and you end up pressing on the ad? Would that be an ad violation then? Accidentally trying to skip an ad only to press on the ad? I don't know, but your ad violation thing is giving me that impression that accidentally trying to skip an ad and accidentally press on the ad would be an ad violation. So maybe you should add exceptions in that. Encouraging others to click your ads. I don't do that. Using deceptive implementation methods to obtain clicks. Again, don't do anything like that. And then finally, using third-party sites and tools. Example of misusing third-party sites and tools include employing or commissioning third-party sites and tools to artificially or manually generate subscribers or views. I don't have anything like that. Embedding third-party advertising, sponsorships, or promotions placed on or within your video content. I have no idea how to do that. Selling your YouTube channel and or partner channel via third-party sites for monetary profit. Never done that. And then finally, manipulating or incentivizing others to click on video features such as like and favorite. Wouldn't people who say like and comment, subscribe in their videos count that as manipulating them? Because I got a funny feeling that honestly should be included in that too. So you may want to look into exceptions for that too. So yeah, this content guideline crap is full of shit. It's incoherent, and almost all the things it says applies to every single video made on YouTube pretty much. And the whole fucking thing is ridiculous. Let me tell you something, YouTube. As someone's been on your site for almost 11 years and I've been monetized up to this point almost 6 years, you are wrong to demonetize me. Just like you're also wrong to demonetize my buddy Matthew, who's been dealing with this crap for like the last year or so now. And every time he tries to get remonetized every single month, you keep fucking rejecting him, even though he meets every single guideline needed and everything he uses is fair fucking use. He meets all the damn guidelines. He gets 4,000 watch hours in 12 months, and he has over 1,000 subscribers. And yet you keep denying him every single goddamn time. And then you do it to me when all your stupid guidelines apply to every single goddamn video on YouTube pretty much. So by your own damn logic, everyone would be demonetized. Here's what you need to do, YouTube. You need to change this whole stupid ass post-adpocalypse guidelines and shit that you've done the last few years, and you need to go back to what it originally was a few years ago. When you make a channel, you automatically are monetized by default, and you can only have it revoked if you do the community guideline strikes and crap like that. And then another thing too, you need to stop siding with the corporations on the copyright crap. You need to side with us, the content creators. When they do a claim on us, and then when we prove to you that we are 100% in the right and they are 100% in the wrong, you need to side with us and keep our videos up and keep them monetized. And also, you need to do a strike on the corporations or the copyright trolls or whoever does this to us. This has been a problem now for years, and you keep fucking up every goddamn time. And I don't care. I don't care if the corporations are so big they can have all these lawyers and what yada 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 whatever, and can have the laws and the policies in their favor even when they're wrong. If they are wrong, they are wrong. End of discussion. And you don't fucking cower in their fear of lawsuits. When we prove that we're right to use these videos, you accept it and tell them to go fuck off. And all the highlights videos of not just Monster Jam, but any other sport or anything else in general, it is all fair use. And you guys admitted that too when Feld did their copyright claim on my World Files videos. I countered it and I won, and you allowed monetization on it, proving me right. When we make highlight videos as an expression of our love for the series or whatever it's for, and also add commentary sometimes too, that is fair use. That is fair use by definition, and you can't deny that. And all the corporations that try to take down all of our videos and whatever, they are wrong to do so. And it's not fucking debatable. And also, fuck you, Rich, over at Review Tech USA for supporting this system. I ripped you a new one when you supported this like a year or so ago, and I'm going to continue to rip you a new one again. This is just wrong. So here's what you need to do, YouTube. You better put me back on monetization, because I did nothing wrong. All my use is fair use, and it's all my creative content. And then when it comes to the commentaries, I have permission from the people themselves of the runs that they send to me to comment on. So I'm not stealing their content whatsoever. And not only that, not only do I need to be remonetized, Matthew better be remonetized now. And also, my girl Mayumi, who's been demonetized like 2 years ago almost because you changed the rules on her when she finally met the rules, you better remonetize her as well. And also, not only that, you should remonetize every single goddamn person that you screwed over with this fucking system. Like I said before, everyone should be monetized by default, and as long as they don't break like community guideline strikes and the crap, they should be able to keep monetized. And also, when copyright claims come up in terms of fair use, and when we show that we are indeed using the fair use, you leave our videos up and you strike down the corporations and the copyright trolls that make the claims in the first place. They need to be punished for once. So fuck you for doing this to me, my buddies, and everyone else. Hashtag where's the fair use?